palaces for them around Jordan. After that, we had Abbasi. They made revolution and established the new capital for the Muslim in Baghdad, in Iraq. And Abbasi, they survived for around 500 years. Umayyad, Bani Umayyah, only around 90 years. But Abbasi, around 500 years, and they made very good civilization, especially in Iraq. You talk about power, you know, Harun al-Rashid, and you know, the Al-Mu'tasim, and these big, strong leaders in that time. And they made good science as well in Baghdad. The city of Baghdad has got sewage system, water system, hospitals, and kind of universities. Okay? Even European leaders, they used to send their sons to study in Baghdad. This is until the 12th century. Who damaged Baghdad? Anybody knows? Who stopped the Abbasi civilization?
Mongolians.
Mongolians. Okay. And they killed most of the people in Baghdad, and even the science and the books, they threw it in the Euphrates River. And Mongol, they crossed to Damascus, and then after occupation of Damascus, they trying to go down to Jerusalem. Okay. Who stopped them? Mamluk. Where the Mamluk come from? Okay, Mamluk now in Fatimi. So in Abbasi time, the end of Abbasi time, Egypt became independent and ruled by Fatimi. And by the way, Fatimi used to be Shia. In Fatimi time in Egypt, they had wealth and power and good life, and nobody was willing to join the army. That's why they used to hire people from Chechnya to be in the army of Egypt or Fatimi states in that time. So the Mamluk background are Chechenian, by the way. Okay? And it's like paid militants. That's why we call it Mamluk. Mamluk, something you own. The leader of Egypt, the king of Egypt from Fatimi, the last one, forgot his name, he married a lady from Mamluk. Her name, Shajaratul Dur. When he died, Shajaratul Dur, she did hide the news of the Egyptian for 1 month until she married and organized to rule Egypt. So she married the leader of the military from Mamluk. So this is the time Shajaratul Dur, she's Mamluk, and her husband, military of the leader of military, they ruled Egypt, and this is the beginning of Mamluk time. Mamluk, they ruled almost the Middle East for 250 years, by the way. Okay. They were not bad, not very religious, but they were tough and militant, very strong militant. The Arab, they didn't like them much, but the Mamluk, the people who stopped the Mongol in Palestine, in the battle called Ain Jalut, in northern Palestine, just between, now in the map, between West Bank and Nasser city. We call it Ain Jalut, one of the biggest Mongol to cross to the other side of Europe and other side of the Middle East. And we have big names in that time. We have to remember Sultan Qutuz, one of the Mamluk leaders, and we have to remember Baybars, Sultan Baybars as well. So this is the Mamluk. Then Mamluk, they came here to Karak, and they rebuilt the castle of Karak, and they used it as a military base. Okay. Who took after Mamluk? Uthman or Uthman took over the Mamluk, and they ruled the Middle East until 1916. They were okay of Ottoman Arab, of Ottoman Arab. Unfortunately, to do the British, to Arab Revolution in 1916, 1947, and this is how the Arab country is being divided. And this is how the Arab country is being divided. Syria, Lebanon, Palestine, Jordan used to be always one land. They call it the Great Palestine, or they call it Sham. And this is being divided. The French, they occupied Lebanon, north of Syria, and the British, they occupied the rest of the Middle East. By the way, in between Abbasid time, we forgot something. Between Abbasid time and Mamluk, we had Ayyubic time, which is short time. And this is when Ayyubic, who was the important leader in Ayyubic time? Salahuddin Ayyubi, the one who defeated the Crusaders. So we have been invaded from the Crusaders as well. 1099. Okay, King Baldwin, he came here and occupied Jerusalem, few sites in the Middle East for around 88 years. Okay. And the leader who did, or he took the responsibility to defeat them, Salahuddin. And the final battle between King Richard, the last king of the Crusaders, and Salahuddin, the battle in north of Palestine, again, we call it Hittin. Hittin battle. It's the name of village in north of Palestine. And Salahuddin, he did use the castle after the Crusaders as a military base, but then Mamluk, they took over. So this is just to connect what's happening in the Middle East, and to connect how many enemy and aggressive leaders they've been ended in Palestine. So Palestine is a special land, the end of the aggressive and injustice leaders. You remember that Mongol ended in Palestine, Crusaders ended in Palestine. Napoleon, by the way, he couldn't occupy Akka in Palestine, and the British, they've been defeated in Palestine. By the way, Palestinians, they killed around 15,000 British soldiers between 1921 to 1948. And inshallah soon will be the end of the Israeli militants in Palestine.
So we're going to visit that castle.
Just the view.
View.
It's not much to see. It's just the wall.
So, but they all use that castle. All of these empires use the castle.
Yes.
Is it on a hill?
Yes.
So from there you can see everything.
It's a nice view.
Uh-huh.
But we came this way to have a nice view as well.
All right.
So we are top of the mountains.
All right. How many minutes before we get there?
كم بدنا وقت للقلعة؟ أخي ياسر قلعة 10 دقائق 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. We'll turn this off.